So in this video, I am going to do the I'm going to do a makeup rewind. Basically, I'm going to take products and use them for what they're not exactly intended for. So like maybe like liquid eyeliner as mascara, and lipstick is blush, and eyeshadow is blush, or blush for eyeshadow, just like anything. The hardest thing I found is brows, which is kind of not. Some of the things is like no-brainers, like eyeshadow is brow powder, and lipstick is blush. So the only thing that I really couldn't find, I mean, I could use eyeshadow primer as face primer, but I'm just going to go in with this Milani Prime Perfection, because I just don't really want to sacrifice my skin that much, especially if we're going to just use other products. I'm going to start with some kind of nice base. So I'm just going to take Milani's Prime Perfection Face Primer, Hydrating and Pore Minimizing. I'm going to take like a medium coverage concealer to try to use that as like a foundation. Pretty much I'm just trying to like really show how universal makeup is. My hair is quite all over the place, I'll tell you. So that is that. I like this. It really kind of makes my skin feel really nice. So I'm going to take this Maybelline Master Concealer in Light, in 20 Light. So I'm not really liking this as a concealer, so I'm just going to kind of use it as like a foundation. It's like a really liquidy concealer. I mean, they kind of are coming out with like foundation concealer, like the Clinique one. Trust her. So I'm going to take this Coastal Scents flat like foundation brush, and I'm really going to blend this out, so it's not going to be very high coverage, because the concealer is not exactly meant for large places. Just trying to put it everywhere. I mean, it's not blending out very well because it's not meant for like. So I'm going to take a bigger foundation brush. This is a flat top semi-Kashuk foundation brush. It kind of doesn't look that bad, so concealer as foundation, huh? You can do it. This is pretty much like if you only brought so much makeup, or like the makeup that's in your purse because your makeup that was like in your carry-on got like exploded or something, and you're in a pinch. So pretty much that is what we're working with. So, and then I'm going to take, let's say you only had like just a touch-up powder in your purse. I'm going to take Bare Minerals Well Rested Concealer as like a powder. I'm going to take it on a rather large powder brush. This is the e.l.f. Complexion brush. It's the bigger one, you can see. And I'm just taking the Well Rested, and I'm going to swirl it on my brush in the pan, and then tap off. And then just kind of set my skin with this. I'm going to be so shocked if like this turns out to be something I like. I'm kind of not really into the earrings right now. I know they're everywhere. Alright. It's not too bad. Now the thing about it is I don't have anything like maybe that would be like a concealer type thing. But I am going to try to use this eyeshadow from Maybelline. It's actually one I haven't been able to find again. Sorry about this nail, it got chipped off. But it's in Champagne Fizz Matte Finish. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to take this on a setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take this under the eye. It's like a eyeshadow. We took a concealer as a setting powder and an eyeshadow. The story about Well Rested is it started out on eyeshadow. not too bad. What do you think? What do you think? So I'm going to take Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutrals number 2 palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here for my brows. It's like kind of a darker brown, but it's not really reddish, so it won't make my eyebrows look super orange. Just going to try to fill my brows with the powder, which we all know works, but sometimes brow powders are formulated differently, so they kind of stick to your brow hairs a little better. So just a plain old shadow can wear down a little bit quicker. And then instead of a brow gel, you could use just a clear mascara. You just have to keep tapping into this because I'm going to take a spoolie. So if you don't have a spoolie, another thing that you could do is take, like, if you have one of these brushes, most people have this other than a spoolie, you can use this, or you could take a stiff foundation brush, such as, where is that? This one. It's like a really stiff dome brush, and then just kind of brush your brow hairs like this, and it will also help blend in on the brow powder that you put in there. So next I'm going to take, I have a couple blushes here, and I'm going to take a cream highlighter for my eyeshadow base. This is a eye makeup, oh no it's not. This is Wake Me Up Instant Radiance Shimmer Touch in Peach Glow from Rimmel. It smells just like Rimmel products, like their foundations and their primers. So I'm just going to kind of tap some off on my hand, just to kind of get the, because it's a really creamy one, so I'm just going to try to pat a little bit on my lid. It's actually really pretty. You can see that color. And I'm just going to take a stiff dome brush, just to kind of help blend it out. That actually looks really nice on the lid. Okay, and so then I have a Sonia Kashuk. This is the Shimmer Chic Illuminating Blush and Bronzer Duo, and it's like a really peachy blush and a really bronzy bronzer. And then I have 2 blush palettes from e.l.f. This is I have the illuminating palette and then just the dark eyeshadow, the dark blush palette. This dark one I thought would look really pretty as eyeshadow. I'm going to start with this palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. They don't have names, but it's this kind of peachy one. And I'm going to use a Pro Blending Fluff Brush. Doesn't really have a brand name. It came in one of those in a subscription box. And I'm going to blend that orangey color through the crease. And just kind of blend it as I go. And you can also use, like, I didn't grab a bronzer, but you can definitely use bronzer as shadow. The only problem with using blush as shadow is sometimes the red pigments that are in blush can really kind of irritate your eyes. So just be careful if you really are in a pinch or something and you're trying to do something with your eyes. No, honestly, if you were in a pinch, you wouldn't go this far out, but I'm just trying to show you how versatile makeup can be. So I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to dust it off and then just kind of blend that color out, because it really did kind of stick to the eyelid base quite well. And then next I'm going to take It's kind of like a dark terracotta shade. It's this one right here. I'm going to put that in the outer corner just to darken that up. And I'm going to take a blending brush from Mary Kay. This brush, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not like the fluffiest brush. As a matter of fact, the Wet n Wild brush that just came out, the pink and white ones, are actually better than this brush, I would say. So I'm just kind of blending this into the outer corner and the crease a little bit. Alright, so that looks actually not too shabby. Just do some here. So, reference. And then I'm going to take the Sonia Kashuk Duo, and I'm going to take the bronzer shade, but I'm going to take a really fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to kind of put this in the outer part of the lid, because it's actually a really gorgeous color. Kind of not showing up very well. I won't use a flipping brush. I'm going to take this brush, the same brush that I used to blend the cream out, and I just like not pigmented on my finger. And then just being a little too critical. That's not too bad. Just it's kind of pretty much doing what a bronzer should do and blending out like really well and kind of sheer. So it's not too bad. And then I'm going to go in with the illuminating blush palette from Wet n Wild, the illuminating blush palette from e.l.f. And I'm going to take this kind of vanilla shade. And I'm going to take that same kind of dome brush and then just kind of put this into the inner corner and just blend it through. And I'm going to take that same color and then highlight my brow with it. The blushes were matte, so as a matter of fact, those are really good matte colors. I mean, can you tell? Can you tell? Okay, next I'm going to do something that's a little bit strange. I'll tell you, it's pretty strange. I have 3 lip liners right here. One is from chocolate. It's in chocolate, and then I have fudge. So I have 3 like brownie lip liners. I don't have a black one. So I'm just going to test them here on my hand to see which one I want to use. Lip liner for eyeliner. Once again, lip liner can come with that same red pigment issue, so really just be careful with that. So the Rimmel ones are like a jelly formula, so I'm going to just take this number 3 one. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to line my upper lid with this. Really creamy, so just kind of watch out for that. Okay, and since we already kind of did our eye look, our face makeup, I'm just going to take this a little bit on the lower lash line. The next thing I'm going to do is a little... Okay, so I did my eyes. What do you think for blush and... Oh, eyeshadow. No, eyeshadow. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a... This is funny because it kind of reminds me of my mom went to San Diego recently, and when she packed her makeup bag, she didn't bring any eyeliner, she didn't bring any eyeshadow, she didn't bring any eyeliner, and the only thing she brought was mascara. So I was like, well, that's kind of, you know, like 9/10 of the law, right? So I'm going to take this Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to rub it on this spoolie. Just try to get And color off is kind of going a little bit, so we'll see. I have a couple liquid eyeliners I'm going to try this with. Something is happening. And you can use a cream gel too. You probably could. I mean, I got something, but I have this bodyography, and it's kind of like a slip lock. Like, if you know what I'm saying. Back in, before mascara was like in a tube and a wand, they had things like this, and you would rub it back and forth, and a lot of women would just spit on it to get it wet and activate it. So this is how mascara started. Well, I would say that it's working, but is it ideal? Oh goodness, no. And it's kind of getting on my lash line, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just gonna take the spoon and smudge it out. Okay. Oh look, it's a giant piece of gel liner. It's a cream liner, so. And as a matter of fact, Sephora came out with, like, not Sephora, but a brand at Sephora came out with something like that, and I kind of wanted to buy it just for nostalgia. I could talk to my mom about makeup and stuff like that, and about how it's come so far, and even since YouTube. So to get it good on my lid, I'm just going to take that. Oh goodness. Now I'm going to go and try to smudge to fix that. Just fix it up. I mean, it is gel liner, so hey, we got two uses out of one thing, right? A lipstick. This is Maybelline's Vivid Rose lipstick. Sweet cheek, very pretty. And I'm going to, yeah, take this earring out. My ears are actually hurting. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to dab it onto my cheek and then take a stippling brush. You can even use your cheeks. It's kind of like mixing where, oh no, it's not sticking around very much. What do you think? Maybe if I did use my fingers, kind of warm it up. No. Look what just happened. This is like my life, right? You need your fingers, but it seems to take a lot longer. I mean, it is actually staying round. So, oh my gosh, I've never had this happen. Look at this lipstick. It just broke. How did this happen? Well, it still works, but that's crazy. Anyways, next I'm going to take, I have this Elf and Wet n Wild, I keep getting them confused. I'm with this Wet n Wild eyeshadow, and it is in color, nobody knows. It's like a pinky, shimmery one, and I have a blush brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to put that over top of that lipstick. And boy, is it sticking to that lipstick. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my gosh, that gel liner, that cream liner is falling everywhere. So, our blush is quite intense. Alright, so next, for my lips, well, highlighter, I'm just going to take this, this is a limited edition MAC highlighter, sorry about that, dudes. But this is I'm going to take this MAC eyeshadow in Fresh Ice. It's limited edition, but I'm going to use this as highlighter because it's going to be cray cray. Oh my gosh, it is just flaking. That gel cream liner is just flaking everywhere. Finding new pieces every second. So apparently it's not meant to go on your eyelashes. Who knew? Who knew? Next, I have two things that I'm a little excited and nervous to put on my lips. I'll tell you. Excited and nervous at the same timey row. Same timey row. This you can use, it's a multi-purpose kind of thing. You can use it as lip stuff. It's Benefit Lolly Tint. But the thing I'm really interested in using is the e.l.f. HD Blush. I do not know if you can get this anymore, but I used to use it quite a bit. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a pump and pump it out on my little towel here first. And it kind of reminds me of like lip tar, but I'm thinking it might perform like a liquid lipstick, so we'll see. Let's see how it goes. And it's in the shade Superstar. How to do that? It's not like drying or anything. So far that I can tell. HD blush is actually performing quite well on my lips, but the thing about it is that it can rub off. It's just kind of, would probably fade really nicely. I can't imagine why I haven't tried to use this. Well, obviously it's a blush, but it worked really well. So far this worked really well as a lipstick. This, not so much as a mascara. This, great setting powder. I would say you probably could use it for setting powder all the time. These palettes, really good eyeshadows. Recommend them. You can use them for eyeshadows, dual purpose. So far, as using unconventional products for different uses in my face, I feel like this is actually pretty successful. Yes, the thing, more people try it because it's pretty fun and interesting to find new uses for other products. So if you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.